Hi everybody, this is Spring with Soaps and Suds and such, and today I'm going to show you how I make a tea that actually can help with soothing a bad cough, one of those coughs that just constantly nagging at someone. It could also help with a sore throat. That's exactly what we are going to be using it for, is cough and sore throat. Now if I was making this tea in the winter, I would do it a little bit differently if I was dealing with a cold. But what I have here, if you can see this, I've got some dried marshmallow, and there's some licorice in there. I'm going to pour that in my cup like so. And then I also have a couple leaves of plantain. Now I'm going to just chop this up really fine. I want to do it fine. So I'm going to chop it up like so in my cup. Only making a cup of this one. And yes, I'm going to use my stem. I already got my water over here heating. Okay, next to this, now this is a key ingredient. So whether you have the plantain, you don't have to put that one. The marshmallow, really good for sore throat and cough. Licorice root, really good for sore throat and cough. The plantain, also very good for it. But if you don't have one of these ingredients, right here's your key ingredient. Mullein leaf, and I've got fresh leaves here, and I took these from the middle of the plant. And I'm going to chop these up, cut them up really fine in here. Them aggravating coughs can be really annoying, so you cut this up like so. Okay, and then last I have mullein flowers. These are fresh, and I'm going to be adding these to it. They are a little wilted. I let them sit just a little bit. Okay, and get my plate ready. Got a little bit of tea stain on top of it. You can see that. I've been making myself, I've got myself a cup of my women's tea. Has been steeping for me because I love that tea. I drink that tea probably more than any other tea. And now I have the fresh evening primrose that I can add to it. Makes it even better. So once I get my water boiling, we are going to add that. And actually it is boiling, so I'm going to add water like so. Start to kind of cover up my flowers there. And this is the way I like to do this one, and I'm going to take my little butter knife here. Just want to push them down a little bit, make sure everything's nice and wet with that water. And then I will put my tea plate on top of there, and I'm going to let this steep for 6 to 10 minutes, probably 10 to be honest with you. Now if it were winter time and this was an actual for sure cold, I would be adding more ingredients to this. For one, elderberry. That's one I would be adding. Echinacea, that's another, because echinacea, you know, works like a natural antibiotic, and really good for whenever you have a cold. And the elderberry is also good for when you have a cold. There's just several things that I would do differently if I were dealing with a actual cold for sure. But I think this is just one of those aggravating coughs, and probably from allergies, and the sore throat probably from drainage because of allergies. But this is how I make this tea, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. And do remember, always research your herbs. Don't just go on what someone tells you or someone like me says. I'm not an herbalist, I'm not a physician, so research the herbs, check with your physician if you'd like. But I love herbs. That's just basically what it boils down to. And also, I about forgot to mention, since this has marshmallow in it and the licorice are ground so fine, I'm going to be using cheesecloth to actually strain this, because if you don't, you're going to have the tea still drinkable. It's like got like a thickness to it from those two herbs that are going to, if I use something like this, they're going to go right through it. So I will be using cheesecloth, and I just wanted to share that with you.